catch up on some Walking Dead.
Okay.
Have you seen the one where Lori dies?
Spoiler friends. Who doesn't hate them? Who doesn't want to see them wiped off the face of the earth? But in the end, they're our friends, so we can't do that. But what we can do is threaten them. That's why Intel, the telecommunications enterprise that offers the best data plans in Peru, launched Threaten Your Spoiler Friend, a website where people could pick one amongst the different criminals from their favorite series like House of Cards, Daredevil, or Narcos to have them send a voice message as a warning to that spoiler friend.
Aló, mire, y escúcheme bien clarito. Este es un mensaje de su amigo que se contactó conmigo para darle una advertencia. Yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria y mis ojos están en todos lados. Usted no puede andar de spoiler contando miseria a los que no la han visto sin que yo me entere.
In that way, from one moment to another, all those spoiler friends started receiving threatening messages in the official Latin American voices of different series characters.
¿Sabes qué pienso de ti? Que eres un mediocre. Estoy harto de que andes por allá arruinándole la vida a la gente, contando adelantos o cosas que pasaron en mi serie sin que ellos la hayan visto.
¿Tú crees que contar la parte más interesante de mi último episodio es gracioso? Esto no lo voy a permitir mientras yo esté en el poder.
In just under a week, the site received 700,000 visits and over 1 million threatening messages were sent. Social media exploded and thanked our action. And what's more important, we made sure people could continue enjoying their data plans watching their favorite series without spoilers.
Solo vale una regla: cazar o ser cazado. Bienvenidos.
Google. We use it for everything in our lives. Search for information, places, entertainment, literally everything. Unfortunately, many regions in Colombia are so remote that a lot of people still have no access to internet or smartphones. That's why many of them are still using legacy phones. How could we get those people closer to all the information they're missing? Introducing MyLine. A traditional telephone landline everyone can access, no matter the moment or the device.
MyLine brings the power of Google Assistant to anyone with access to a standard phone line. This inclusive technology makes search and artificial intelligence available to people without a smartphone or a computer. Using MyLine is incredibly simple. After placing a call to a regular local telephone number, the caller can ask Google Assistant a question. In just a second or two, we process the question in our custom software and connect with Google systems in the cloud. MyLine receives the response and speaks it back to the caller by phone.
¿Qué clima va a ser hoy?
Hoy va a haber 28 grados con tormenta eléctrica en Nuquí.
¿Quién descubrió América?
La reina Isabel de España permitió a Cristóbal Colón emprender un viaje en 3 carabelas, la Niña, la Pinta y la Santa María.
¿Cuándo es el partido de Colombia?
Colombia juega contra Japón el 19 de junio a las 7 de la mañana.
¿Qué ingredientes tiene el ajiaco?
3 clases de papa, pechuga de pollo o pierna pernil, mazorca, cebolla larga, guascas, aguacate y sal.
The line was promoted to encourage people to use it.
Con mi línea no va a existir ningún lugar en Colombia que no tenga acceso a la información, incluso donde no haya internet.
Now people can access information on the internet without having internet. Call in Colombia 6000-913. MyLine, a project by the Ministry of Technology and Communications of Colombia.
On March 8th, 1971, Muhammad Ali was defeated for the first time in his career. This was the story that made all the newspapers and magazines. The But that wasn't the only thing to happen on that March 8th, in that very place. You can be sure that on that day, endless stories took place. To show the infinite possibilities of the Getty Images editorial archive, we made a short film about the stories from that March 8th of 1971, and we only used our own images and videos.
Right next to the ring, Frank Sinatra was in awe. Oddly enough, he had a camera in his hands. Why? Well, even though he was crazy famous, getting tickets for that fight was far from easy. It was then that he had an idea.
And since all this action could hardly fit in just one short film, we created an interactive film where you could explore even more content at GettyEndlessStories.com. What ties everything together is the fight of the century.
More than a sports showdown, it became an ideological duel.
At any moment, you can press 8 to see another story that happened that day.
That explained his coat, his hat, and his seats. And on the night of March 8th...
And when you're done watching, you'll go back to right where you stopped in the main film. Every time you press 8, you can see a new parallel story. And most important of all, while you're on the site, you can see each of the images used in the project, frame by frame. See complete information for each photo or video, and buy any of the content. Getty Images. Endless possibilities.
Gol, the official airline of the Brazilian team, presents the Neymarless Sponsorship, a campaign that paid for 80 hours of Neymar's time for doing TV ads, Instagram posts, GIFs, boomerangs, convention appearances, projections, print ads, out-of-home, iPad ads, email marketing, and airplane speeches, but didn't use him at all.
Nós não iremos usar o Neymar na propaganda porque acreditamos que ele deve gastar o tempo dele se recuperando, treinando, para ser estrela na Copa do Mundo.
And the more we didn't use him, the more the media said that we weren't using him.
Neymar, que é o cara contratado, tá ganhando o cascalho para estrelar no comercial, não vai participar.
O Neymar não perder tempo de treino fazendo comercial.
Eles acham que ia falar assim, não, legal, é o Neymar que tá treinando, treina.
In fact, this non-use had more media mentions than all the other Neymar sponsors combined. But if you don't believe the media, believe a former Brazilian champion.
É bem cansativo de verdade, você tem que pegar um avião, ir para um outro país, gravar, ter que voltar e jogar e treinar e tudo mais. E aí eu cansava bastante, meu rendimento caiu bastante por causa disso.
On October 19th, 2017, a group of female TV personalities got off their seats and left the set on live television. Tiendas La Sirena, Dominican Republic's biggest department store, wanted to demonstrate with a simple live action that time is not an obstacle when it comes to fighting breast cancer. Most TV shows are hosted by a man and a woman, and on the International Breast Cancer Awareness Day, the country's most important female TV presenters and news anchors stood up in the middle of their shows and left the set when it was their male counterparts' turn to speak.
El vehículo, sobre todo ya una vez ha sido detenido y ha sido incautado el vehículo. Así que con esto entonces, mientras
Social media was flooded with comments of people wondering what had happened, and after a minute, an on-screen overlay appeared inviting viewers to tune in on Facebook Live to discover why they left. During the live video, the host explained the reason behind their disappearance and guided women on how to do a breast self-exam.
Te invitamos a que te tomes un tiempo para ti y te realices un autoexamen de mamas.
y te invitamos a que lo hagas ahora mismo.
After a few minutes, the host returned to the set and carried on with the show, proving that any small window of time can be used to fight breast cancer. The videos reached over 1 million people on Facebook and had over 500,000 views, comments, shares, and reactions. Viewers were also invited to visit our stores, where trained physicians perform close to 4,000 free mammograms, and 3 women are currently in treatment. With this action, we showed women that no matter how busy their day is, any moment can be the right moment to take care of themselves.
Cero para la Argentina, 0 para Perú. No pudo otro empate. Estamos muy cerca de verdad de quedar afuera y no es broma.
En el peor momento, yo aposté por la selección.
Una movida de marketinera muy, pero muy particular, ¿no? Era como muy riesgosa también.
Y se burlaron de mí.
El tipo de Noblex.
Sí.
En este momento el tipo lo tiene de corbata.
Me dieron por muerto.
Nos quedamos acá, lo vemos con los televisores Noblex. Se va a fundir, Noblex se está pegando un tiro en la boca.
Soy el gerente de Noblex. Y esta es la historia de mi promo.
Vos te comprabas la tele y si Argentina no clasificaba, no lo pagabas. Todo empezó como una muy buena campaña de marketing, pero ¿qué pasó? Argentina empezó a empatar.
¿Dónde están los jugadores que se ponían la camiseta de la selección argentina y te mataban?
Señor, lo están matando en todos los medios. Y además es trending topic.
Noblex, es una cosa fenomenal. La verdad es que es algo insólito.
Ahora me hicieron calentar. Extendamos la promo. Y abrime una cuenta en Twitter.
Hay gol de Ecuador.
¡Chau, adiós! ¡Estafadores! ¡Están afuera! ¡Vengan a comprar televisores! ¡Argentina muerto de hambre!
María Di María va, centro adentro, está Messi para el gol. ¡Gol!
A Messi. Te digo que iban tuiteando en tiempo real y cada vez que metía un gol Argentina de la cuenta oficial ponían gol, gracias Messi, te amamos, pues si no había que ponerla.
Ay.
Noble, que tiene un dedito.
Duro,
Un chivo que podía haber salido muy mal y ya hay muchos memes.
Tuvo todo el mundo hablando de esa promoción, sí. Todo el mundo lo retuiteaba, todo el mundo pendiente de lo que pasaba. Fue la mejor estrategia de publicidad. Imposible pagar esa publicidad si hubieran querido pagarla, pues todo el mundo hablaba de la marca.
Controlando la pelota, el seleccionado peruano. Ataque Perú, ataque Mendoza, liquida Mendoza, es el gol Mendoza. Ataque Mendoza, busca el tanto Mendoza, ahí viene. Increíble, no lo entiendo. ¡Andrés, ¿por qué? ¡Andrés estaba solo!
Hola, te habla el Cóndor Mendoza. ¿Cómo estás?
¡El Cóndor, hola!
Te llamaba para disculparme.
Por tu culpa rompí la tele, tío.
Hasta yo la metía.
Era con la derecha. Todo bien, Cóndor, pero no la vuelvas a fallar, ¿ah?
Qué malo. Si quieres que te llame, déjame tu número en los comentarios.
¿Sí? ¿Quién habla?
Te habla el Cóndor Mendoza. Te llamaba para disculparme.
La verdad estaba esperando tu llamada.
¿De verdad? ¡Chévere!
¡Cóndor!
¿Cómo estás, pues?
Sí, ya pasó. Chao, Cóndor. Y no te atormentes, ¿ah? Son cosas que pasan.
Bueno, gracias.
Igualmente. Chao.
Usar el Cóndor Mendoza como la imagen de nuestra oferta hizo de nuestra campaña un suceso mediático y cultural.
Y yo dije, deja tu número. Andrés, mira, ya estoy dejando mi número, me llamas, ¿ah? Ya pues deja tu número y yo te llamo. Ya la gente ya vio, ya la gente me ha disculpado, ya llamé también, ¿ah? Entonces...